Breaking stock news. Nasdaq, NTRA. The truth emerges, 5 events in Natera Incorporated ticker symbol NTRA. New York Times report. Campaign for Accountability Watchdog. Hindenburg Research report. Federal Jury and Care DX Incorporated v. Natera Incorporated FDA issued a safety communication. From 5 different events and announcements, the company's share price fell from $93.39 per share, or 63% plus, to close at $30.32 per share over the class period. Investors, who purchased shares or otherwise acquire publicly traded Natera common stock between February 26, 2020, and April 19, 2022, are to register their losses in a class action lawsuit filed against Natera Incorporated. What are the 5 key events that happened? 1. Investors began to learn the truth on January 1, 2022, when the New York Times published a detailed report calling into question the accuracy of certain prenatal tests manufactured by Natera and other diagnostic testing companies. 2. January 14, 2022, the Campaign for Accountability, a non-profit watchdog group, filed a complaint requesting that the SEC investigate whether Natera repeatedly claimed in marketing materials and earnings calls that its tests are much more reliable than it appears they really are. 3. March 9, 2022, Hindenburg Research issued an investigative report alleging, among other things, that Natera's revenue growth has been fueled by deceptive sales and billing practices aimed at doctors, insurance companies and expectant mothers. 4. March 14, 2022, a federal jury in Care DX Incorporated v. Natera, Incorporated, found that Natera had intentionally and willfully misled the public by utilizing false advertisements to market Prospera in violation of the Federal Lanham Act, the Delaware Deceptive Trade Practices Act, and Delaware Common Law. 5. April 19, 2022, the FDA issued a safety communication to educate patients and healthcare providers and to help reduce the inappropriate use of NIPT. The lawsuit, filed in the Western District of Texas, seeks to recover shareholders' losses with no out-of-pocket cost. The class action alleges that 1. The company's non-invasive prenatal test, Panorama, was not reliable and resulted in high rates of false positives. 2. The company's screening test for kidney transplant failure, Prospera, did not have superior precision compared to competing tests. 3. As a result of defendants' false and misleading claims about Natera's technology, the company was exposed to substantial legal and regulatory risks. 4. Natera relied upon deceptive sales and billing practices to drive its revenue growth. 5. As a result of the foregoing, defendants' statements about the company's business, operations, and prospects lacked a reasonable basis. Investors who suffered losses on Natera shares only have until June 27, 2022 to request that the court appoint you as a lead plaintiff. Acting as a lead plaintiff is not a requirement to participate in monetary recovery, but you must meet the deadline to be considered as a lead plaintiff. One law office is fighting for shareholders' rights in this court case, and that is New York-based law firm Vincent Wong. Below this video is a link to register your details and losses. And they wanted us to report that any prior results do not guarantee similar outcomes, and this may be considered attorney advertising under the laws of your states. As a shareholder, you deserve to be informed and your investments protected. This stock news channel only delivers relevant stock information that directly affects stockholders. Subscribe and be informed.